Hello, gorgeous creatures. Welcome to the December readings. If you're looking for the weekend love forecast, money manifesting Mondays, or self-care Sundays, I've decided to switch things up and incorporate them into your monthly readings. So you don't have to look any further than your monthly readings. I also want to introduce a new deck that is getting ready to come out. A friend of mine has created this amazing deck. This is the prototype. It's called the Spirit Glow Tarot. And I'm telling you guys, this deck talks. I will be using it for your readings. Stay tuned and let's support Shell in this endeavor because I love these cards. I will be telling you hopefully very soon where and how to buy them. What does Aquarius need for December? What do they need to know? What does Aquarius need to know for December? Spirit, show me what Aquarius needs to know for December. Thank you. All right, so Aquarius, you have step out of your comfort zone, the North Node. It's time. You're doing something the same way and expecting a different result, and that's crazy. So we want to do something different now. So what is it you want to do that's making you uncomfortable because you're scared to start? That is what you want to focus on. That's where you are. You're ready for change. You're ready. You are ready to go into something else. You are moving out of an old phase. Right? It's time to get rid of it. Plus, what a better time to end the year celebrating all that you've learned. Don't call them mistakes, call them lessons. Think about what worked, what didn't work, and decide on what you want your life to look like moving forward and what it is you can do to get there. But it's time to do that scary thing that will make you happy, and you know it will make you happy, but you're still a little worried because you can't imagine how it's going to work out, but that's not your business. That's Spirit's business. That's God's business. That's the universe's business. You just need to know where you want to go. It's like the GPS. You put the address in, you don't argue with the GPS how it gets you there because it somehow knows that there is a block or the road's changed. The satellite's giving you the information and you go, no, I don't want to go down that road. And the GPS is going, oh, you need to go down that road. So don't ask why, just do it, okay, Aquarius? Okay, so now we have the Two of Air. Yeah, right out of the gate, Aquarius, you're being asked to make a choice. And it's a difficult choice because this person's on their toes. They usually have swords in their hands. They're afraid of getting cut by it. They think that either choice they make is somehow going to cut them. They only see it blowing up in their face. They're scared. They usually have a blindfold on because they don't want to see the truth. So you're being called right away to make that tough choice. You're in denial. You've got a stalemate. You're literally blocking yourself from your own joy because you won't make this decision that you know is going to take you out of your comfort zone. So Aquarius, for the love of all that is your happiness, it's time to change and do that thing. Do the thing, Aquarius. We have the Ace of Fire. This is the Ace of Wands. Action energy. But it's action energy in the best of ways. Not only is it a new start, a new beginning at the beginning of something, it also suggests success. So this is about inspiration, creativity, sparks, initiative, new opportunities. So just know that this hard decision that you're about to make is going to pay off. Okay, they're telling you it's the Ace of Wands. It is going to bring you fire, passion, spark. You're going to find even more things to do with your life. It's going to be just nothing other than incredible. So let's go into self-care. So you're afraid to make this decision. You're afraid to make this choice. You're afraid that you're somehow making the wrong choice, which is an insecurity on your part. So let's now focus on self-care, self-love, and what you need to know to do the thing that you're afraid to do. All right. You've got power. The thing that stands out to me on this deck, this is a brand new deck, but I love it already. So Aquarius, for you, notice that the words good girl are in crossed out circle, like you're not a good girl. And if you're not female, you're not a good person. Let's say good person. Why do you think that you're not a good person if you make this decision? Okay, let's go through it. If it's a work environment and you want to leave that environment and you think that people are going to judge you or think you're being stupid because you want to do, let's say you want to become a Reiki master, but you're leaving a solid job that pays you a monthly income, and you're worried about what people are going to think. No, Aquarius. You're usually the ones who are better than that. You're usually the ones who see a bigger picture. So I'm going to ask you to challenge what you think about yourself, because your self-care tip is definitely stop thinking that by making a decision, it's anybody's business but yours. It's between you and God. It's between you and spirit. It's between you and your higher self. So if you are, even if it's a divorce, you're thinking of leaving your husband or your wife or your, let me change that. If you're planning sorry guys, if you're planning on leaving your spouse, your partner, because it's just not working anymore, it's time to do that and not worry about what other people think of you. It doesn't make you a bad person by taking care of yourself, by doing what's right for you. Especially if you've done everything in your power. So if you've asked this other person to, seek a mediator. So in business, it would be like you're working with someone and you took it to a higher up and you're trying to work it out. The other person isn't, meeting you halfway. And if it happens to be a partner and they're not, going to counseling with you, then it's time to go. It's time to do what's best for you. No guilt. No guilt. Beautiful, beautiful Aquarius soul. Do not worry about what other people think. You got to do what's right for you. And this is the power card for self-care. The back says, the ability to suck it up is not a superpower. Do you see those words? You're playing martyr. I'm calling you out. All right, Aquarius, you're playing martyr, and this is the month for you not to do that. This is the month for you to get out of that uncomfortable situation, that change that you're afraid to make, and do it. Right? Sucking up is not a superpower. Putting up with somebody else's garbage does not make you a goddess or a queen. It makes you a martyr. Saying no is your own power, right? Saying no is, so own your power. Do you understand? Yeah, big message. You're about to change and you're scared for whatever reason to make the change. And no more. I mean, it's up to you. Obviously, you have the right to say, no, I'm happy being miserable. But then understand that you're happy being miserable. No one's going to give you an award for staying with that person who makes you miserable. In fact, that kind of makes you silly. That's like sticking a fork in your hand over and over and over again, going, no, I'm fine. I'm okay. Other people want me to stick this fork in my hand. Stop it. All right. Spirit spoken. Spirit spoken. You have appetite. Get out of your, you can't make this shit up. Get out of your comfort zone, Aquarius. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. Wow. All right. Sometimes spirit even blows me away because that is a double message. I'm going to leave that on the table. Let you look at that for a minute. So your self-care tip is to get out of your comfort zone. Your general overall message for the month is get out of your comfort zone. Make the decision. And the decision you make for your self-care is tied to your general message. It's the power. Your power is doing what you need to do for you, not what other people expect you to do. And if you're just worried about judgment, then you're still always going to live in fear, because you cannot be in control of what other people think. You can only be in control of what you think. And I don't think you must be thinking much of yourself right now if you're putting up with other people's crap. If you're letting other people's stuff affect you not making a decision, oh, sweetie, come join me. Let's talk. Okay? Honestly, let's talk. No more. You're stronger than that. You're better than that, Aquarius. You're amazing people. Let's not have that anymore. Next message for your self-care is Seven of Fire. This is what you need to be. And it comes right under the Ace of Fire, which is the successful action card. So here's your Seven of Fire. All right. You're holding on to something. You need to rise to the challenge. Look, strong-willed. Be strong. Be strong, Aquarius. Be strong. I wish I could reach through the video, give you a great big tight hug and say, you're loved, you're strong, you're freaking awesome. And if anybody doesn't support that, screw them. Okay? Honestly, there is no wrong choice for you. If your choice is right for you, it's right for you. Don't worry about the rest. The rest will wash itself out. Even if people think bad about you, like when I had to go through a divorce, when I was young, and I married too young, and I ended up in a divorce, and of course your family's going to talk, especially with the holidays coming up, right? It's December. You're like, I have to face people, and they're going to judge me on the choice I made. So whatever that means for you, screw that, because you're going to end up happy. And then they should be happy for you to be happy. Now we have 3 of fire. That's the 3 of wands. This is having the foresight, expanding, growing, looking ahead, right? Make the decision based on your future. Right now, you're staying in the discomfort zone because you're afraid, right? You're playing the martyr because you're afraid to move. You're afraid of what other people are going to think and say. And the 3 of fire is saying, all right, let's pretend you're already past that. Let's pretend you've already walked out. You've already quit the job. You've already left the person. I shouldn't say bad person, because they deserve to be happy in their own right. But the person who you are not working along with, who is not fulfilling you anymore, that you two are not helping in any way in each other's lives. What does that life look like without them in it? Let's be happy now. Okay, Aquarius, that's what you were meant to be. You were meant to be happy. And self-care tip for this month is to become happy. And by doing this is getting out of your comfort zone, doing that thing you know you've been told over and over and over. You have been told over and over. Spirit's told you this. You don't need me because you feel this. You're probably mad at me right now for saying this message, which is another good indicator that the message is right. You're being challenged to do what you didn't want to do all along. It's time to do it. All right. So now we're going to go into money matters. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Because now that you're out of your comfort zone and you're making these hard decisions, and we're going to draw on this as if you've already done what you were supposed to do, because we want to be healthy, wealthy, and wise. And the card that came out for you is, look at that. It's the graduation number. It's the 19, which 1 and 9 adds up to 10. 10s are next phase. You've graduated out of that phase and you start over, right? The better it gets, the better it gets. Money. This happens to do with your money. So if you make these changes, you're going to be happy. Then you're going to have the energy to do the things that you want to do, which will bring you money or people to make money with, right? When you deliberately seek positive aspects of whatever you are giving your attention to, in a sense, you tune your vibrational tuner to more positive aspects of everything, right? When you feel great, you feel great. And when you feel great and you start doing better, and you have more energy to give to the things that you want to do, and that will make you money. And that's what the universe is trying to tell you, Aquarius. And of course, you could tune yourself negatively as well. Is that what you've been doing? Or maybe you've been pretending you're acting all positive, but deep down you aren't, because you haven't made the decision that was tough. Yeah, you guys are kind of getting it right in the face this month, aren't you? Because you are meant to be happy and successful and wealthy. So come on, Aquarius. Take my hand. Let's go. Let's do the thing you didn't want to do. All right. So, but as you are deliberately looking for positive aspects in yourself and others, you will find more of those things. The better it gets, the better it gets. For you, get more and more of what you are thinking about, whether you want it or not. So if you've been stagnant, you've been holding off or holding into something that's been making you miserable repeatedly over and over again, and you haven't made that decision to get out of it because you're just scared to move of what other people are going to think, or maybe you have this false thought that, you're going to fail, you can't do it on your own, whatever, you're wrong. Aquarius, you're wrong. You're never alone. You've got spirit, you've got yourself, you can do it. And here's your power card right there. You've been promised. You've been promised. So I'm going to use a different deck to get more money information. It really does all flow together. It really does. You are all entwined, Aquarius. You are all entwined. All right. What else does Aquarius need to know? What else does Aquarius... Ooh, okay. Well, you know what? They just knocked that crap out of my hand, so we're going for it. So what do we have? We have an offering. All right. Listen to these words, Aquarius, because they really came hard at you this month. The universe will meet all your needs. Okay? You're worried about money? You're worried about making this decision because you think you're going to be alone and broke? The universe will meet your needs. Consider having a money altar. Now, I understand if you're like, nah, I'm good. That's fine. Moving on. But if you do want one, because remember, where you put your mind is where you will go. And what I would call a money altar doesn't mean sitting down and saying, oh, yes, almighty dollar, I pray to you. That is not what this means. Creating a money altar is like a vision board. Think of a vision board, okay? Make one. What do you want your life to look like in 2023? Let's start there. What do you want your life to be? How do you see? No, don't even ask yourself, how do you see it? Because we are limited. We cannot even see the abundance we could have. We're so limited in our thoughts. We ask for a hot dog when the universe wants to give us a steak, you know, but we can't even see that far ahead. So we just assume, or we have expectations. So Aquarius, the universe is going to meet your needs. So now ask yourself, money-wise, what is it you want? Make a vision board. That's what that altar means. Call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. So I think you already know the universe has your back, but even better, if you can find the faith to ask for the help, you have it. You have all this power with the universe and spirit, angels and guides and God. You have all that at your fingertips. You just need to ask, because no one's going to come up to you and say, hey, do you want this? You have to say, can I have that? Then they say yes, right? Until you walk into a store and buy something, the store's not going to come to you. Say, hey, you know what you need? This pair of shoes. Those are called ads, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about you need to ask for what you want. All right, so the next thing for money, somebody out there needs to write. All right, this is a story matter. Your words have power to influence others. Find out how you can contribute. So, have you ever thought that by living the example, be the example? So your story of who you are right now, not making this decision, being stuck in some form of life that makes you miserable, by doing what you need to do, that's what they're saying. You're going to help others. So this writer, they mean your story. But it could also mean having a career in social media management, book writing, content writing, blogging, writing poetry, whatever. If you felt that, it's time to get going, because that could actually bring you money. Start a blog for whatever you're going through and struggling with. Start one. Because that's how you're going to find the people who are doing exactly, feeling the way you do. You'll find your peers. You'll find your crew, right? Use words and visualize it as you write them to manifest more money into your life. That's taking us back to the money altar or the vision board, okay? So a couple more came out. We got promoter. So manifesting again. A new idea or project that you have that you've been maybe afraid to do. Careers in nightlife industry, events, restaurant could be right for you. Use the law of attraction for money. Be the energy you want to attract. Now, Aquarius, you guys are usually pretty up, but this is about not lying to yourself. But when you get out of this uncomfortable situation and start doing the things that bring you joy, you're going to find money in it. So let's get learning about what it is you need to do in the next step, okay? And that's what this card's about. This is about now study what it is you want to do next. Read about it, okay? Or maybe you already have. So work with a mentor to learn new skills or teach how to implement your plans. So you felt that, right? You could be in school to pursue higher education or work for a school. That might be something in your peripherals too. You might find out that there is an opening at a job at a school. So don't disregard that, even if you never thought to do something like that. Teach yourself to succeed with money or get a financial advisor to teach you. And I think what that means is not necessarily, that sounds like something only really wealthy people need, but in other words, just find somebody who can help you do better saving. Okay, find that for yourself. There's somebody out there that can help you. Figure out what to do with the cash that you have. It might not be a lot, but everybody even has $1. So let's work with that. Okay, woo! All right, you jumping out of here. Your love reading. All right, look, Aquarius. All right, you've gotten beaten up a little bit today for December, but we've got connection. Your connection is eternal and unbreakable. So whoever you thought you were going to lose because of this change and this choice that you need to make, that you're being asked to make, you're not going to lose them. In fact, it's going to strengthen your connection. It will strengthen your connection with yourself, your self-respect, your self-esteem, your self-love. It will help you. The other person will, even if they're mad at first, they're going to eventually respect you for making the decision. And your connections are going to be better. But I'm going to draw a little bit more to get you a better answer for this. I see it, but it seems so simple. But sometimes the simple cards need more. I also want to point out that where this heart is placed on this tic-tac-toe board, for you, you're sitting in the center. You're heart-centered. Right? You are heart-centered in this game that you think you're playing. You feel surrounded. You have other moves, but you're not necessarily sure where to go. Most of us would choose this one. But this is a win-win if you make this. It doesn't matter where you put your heart, you're going to win. All right? I just wanted to point that out because that heart really stood out to me in that tic-tac-toe board. All right, so we've got a couple cards that fell out for you, for love. We got Emperor. Authority, power, leadership, divine masculine. All right, that is the energy you're trying to achieve to make the decision. You need to engage your inner emperor, the masculine side that says, I am leader, I am doing this for me, and it doesn't matter what you think. Kings do not care. Okay, that's not really fair either. But predominantly, they make a decision. They're not asking 1,000 other people, did I make the right choice? No, and that's what you need to understand is that you're going to make a decision that's best for you, right? It's going to make your love connection stronger because then not only will they see that you mean what you say and you say what you mean, they're going to know you're reliable. Because if you can't rely on yourself, Aquarius, if you've been letting yourself down, other people sense that. So all of your relationships will be like, what are you doing? Okay, you get me. You understand what I'm saying. Now we have 2 of fire. And this is decisions. We're back on decisions. First steps. And here's a first step also. It's another fire card. It's action energy. Yeah, Aquarius, you have to do this month. Whatever this is for you, it has to be done December. It has to. And don't go, but it's great. No, You are never going to do it if you don't do it now. Risk taking, planning, travel, first steps, decisions. We're back to that again, aren't we? Last card for your love reading portion is the 9 of fire, which is the 9 of wands. Oh, you feel this. This is where you are right now. You've been climbing uphill. This is about keep going, having courage, persistence, but you're tired and you're drained, but you're so close. You are one decision away from success. Aquarius, you are one decision away from everything you want. Okay? All of December is based, and I'm going to bet when I do the annual readings for 2023, this is going to come up again. So hear this, Feel Spirit has your back there, trying to make you as happy. You can't even imagine how happy you can be. But you got to get out from under this crap that's making you miserable. Aquarius, I am wishing you all the best of holidays, the health, wealth, and abundance and love to you.